Welcome. I'm Kinetic Symphony. I hunt down and report on mysterious and weird, true stories, from glitches to the paranormal. Case file number 523, written by Carpe Diem, CC, Secrets of the Undefinable Labrador. I want to start by saying that I've never done drugs, I have no history of mental illness, and I wasn't drinking at around 7:30 a.m. when this happened, nor had I the night before. I take the bus in the morning and wait at a pretty large outdoor terminal. Lots of people walk their dogs and walk around in the morning by where I normally stand. 2 days ago, I saw a tall guy walking a dog that was a golden retriever type. That's not unusual. He was wearing a gray sweater and khakis and was tan in complexion. I looked away for a second, and it was like he and the dog had both paused. Weird, I thought, until the exact same man, just with a yellow lab instead, came walking down the hill. The two of their profiles lined up in front of my eyes about 7 feet in front of me, and they became the same person, with the Labrador being the dog that won out. I wouldn't have believed this happened and would have chalked it up to me being tired or something if the girl sitting there with me hadn't exchanged shocked glances with me. I also saw him with the lab today. It's really trippy. Case file number 524, written by BC Addy, 85. Secrets of the Elevator Crushing My Mind. Hi folks, I'm 19 years old and I have a girlfriend of the same age. She is an amazing person and I can't put into words how much she helped me during 2021. When I'm with her, I feel like I'm the best version of myself, even if I'm not perfect. We've been helping each other out in numerous situations since we started dating, and that's one of the reasons we are so close. That and the fact that we were friends for ages. Unfortunately, some crap has been going on with her family. I won't go into detail because I respect her privacy. That said, she is definitely not at her best right now. She's already going through a lot and her relatives keep fighting over her attention, like little kids. None of this had anything to do with me, but I'm here to support her, as she did for me before. So after Christmas, I decided to take her to a hotel so that she could de-stress and stay a little away from home. We went to a place that is famous for having units in several cities here in Brazil. I booked a nice room and we spent a great day together. However, something weird happened with the elevator in that hotel, twice. We got there around 1400 military time, or 2 p.m. I checked in and took the elevator to the top floor. Our room was 967, and the elevator dropped us to the left of it. We got in and everything was fine. We talked about what was happening with her life, and things were getting progressively fun as we were both starting to relax and enjoy the moment. At around 1900, 7 p.m., after taking a shower, we decided to go out for pizza. There is a Domino's right next to the hotel, and she wanted to try it. As we were leaving, I noticed something odd. The elevator was on the opposite side as it used to be. It was to the right of our door. We were both visibly confused. She was following me around, and it seemed like we were lost, which is awkward considering that the whole floor is just a straight line. Once we found the elevator, we both assumed it was all a big mistake, which is normal for my life. Fine, we got the pizza, had a great night, and an even better morning. As we were getting ready to go home, packing our things and all, her mom called her. Once again, I'm not going to get into any details. I will say that her mom was an extreme bitch on the phone, and that made her feel uncomfortable, especially because I was there. That was it, she now wanted to go home fast. I noticed that, and we left about 5 minutes later, at 10:50 a.m. However, the damn elevator was to the left of our door, as it originally was. I couldn't believe it, and my girlfriend was visibly lost as well. That said, she had bigger things to worry about then, and simply didn't care. Once I tried to point out that oddity to her, she said that I was the one confusing her mind and that the elevator was always to the left. I just said, okay then, and we left the hotel. Overall, it was an amazing night. The room was great and I felt unbelievably comfortable during my time there. Me and my girlfriend also spent New Year's Eve together and things are getting better, I believe. However, this elevator is still on my mind. It didn't scare me, it made me curious. Creepy file number 8, written by Crunchyleafz, Secrets of the 3 a.m. Laundromat Stalking. I'm a thin, athletic, white guy, 5'9". Not the most intimidating presence, just average. But I happen to have a nice, bulky coat on that probably added some uncertainty to my figure. Also, my savior, because as mentioned, I'm not exactly a bear, would be my situational awareness. It's 2:30 a.m. or so, and it's my favorite time to do laundry. There's a 24/7 auto-electronic laundromat right by my apartment. While there's employees there during business hours, there's roughly an 8-hour stretch where I'm the only one who will be in the building. I'll occasionally see an old-timer around 4:30 to 5 a.m., but usually only on Sundays, which I avoid. It's literally only a half-mile from my place. I zip down there. It's a cold night, well below freezing. I toss in my clothes, soap, and swipe the laundry card. On my way to grab gas, milk, deposit at the bank, and back to my apartment to bring some things inside from my car. I do some dishes and decide to head back down. I'm usually playing a video game while doing my laundry, or just procrastinating. My stuff will sit for up to an hour sometimes. There's no one there, so hey, no biggie. Not this time. It's now just shy of 3 a.m. and I get the notification that my laundry is done on my phone as I'm seconds from the laundromat parking lot. I pull in and scan the parking lot. No one here. I proceed to walk in the front door and immediately notice someone come into the building from the far side door. A guy maybe 6 foot with 2 hoodies on, both hoods up. Most of his face was concealed. The building is unlocked and often used when the place is busy, but there was no card there, although there is a bathroom in the place. As I walked to my machine, which was about dead center in the building, I thought this person had quickly bolted back outside. Then I noticed him again. I think he had ducked, still just by the door. Mind you, we had 2 islands of laundry machines between us. He starts up near the wall, which is on my left. I'm watching him at this point. I was hoping he'd need to use the bathroom, but he hurried past it, not in a run, a very quick walk. Now he's up on the opposite side, nearer the corner of the laundry machine strip, maybe 15 feet away and just out of my line of sight for a moment. I didn't want to trigger the guy or appear scared, so I continued shoveling my wet clothes into the laundry cart. The adrenaline begins trickling in, and the hair on the back of my neck goes up. Before rounding the corner and crossing back into my vision, he hesitated. I eventually turned my head to rotate back and he kind of popped into the picture. He glanced over and we made eye contact as I reached into my coat pocket to fist my keys. He continues up the aisle and makes a left back out the side door. I have a little blade in my keys, so I popped that open and proceeded to toss my crap in the dryer while scanning my surroundings the entire time. Eventually the time came to go outside. The front doors are automatic, so I had both hands free. I literally walked out of the place wielding a knife, shaking with adrenaline. But it was a ghost town out there. I proceeded to my car, went home, drove my wife to work, and I waited until about 6 to grab my clothes. My conclusion is that I'm nearly positive that this person scoped out the laundromat. My machine, all of them, has a digital timer for the current wash. This guy entered the building within a minute of it going off and me pulling into the lot. At 3 a.m., a night where it was only 20 Fahrenheit out. Coincidence? Maybe, but I was scared either way. Case notes, creepy file number 8. You did well staying cool, calm, and collected, not panicking. You mentioned he had 2 hoodies on, with the hoodies pulled up. Perhaps not that abnormal given the cold weather, but yet still, difficult not to be creeped out in a scenario like that. I've never used a laundromat before, but any business that's open that late, I think maybe awkwardly, it's best to greet whoever's in there, break the icy tension right away so whoever's there doesn't think you're out to rob them or worse, like in your case. But the honest truth, often the mundane human can be the most terrifying force around.